you haven't used or heard of Raycast AI Chat in a while, I don't blame you. There are so many tools out there. You've obviously got your ChatGPT and Claude, but then there's also the tool that your company pays for. I get it. But I want to give you 8 reasons on why you might be sleeping on Raycast AI. If you've been relying on skills for other AI tools, know that now you can bring them straight into Raycast. It will scan the usual folders and pick up whatever is already there, and you can manually add skill folders in settings as well. The cool thing is Raycast can now load skills automatically when they're relevant to what you're asking, so you don't need to attach anything. If you want to enforce it though, you can mention a skill by name. There's a bunch more ways to organize your chats now. On the sidebar, you can pin chats as well as add them to folders and archive them. You can even ask AI in a chat to look up your recent conversations and group them into relevant folders, so you don't even have to do it manually. If you like to keep a clean history, there's also an option to auto-archive your chats. I use that one a lot. And archive chats are always resurfaceable, so you don't need to worry about losing anything. Raycast AI can also remember you between conversations. That's it, it has memory now. If that's something you've been relying on from other providers, you can actually import your memory into Raycast, which means you can basically get Claude to work with your ChatGPT memory and vice versa. Here's how it works. You can customize your profile, which is just text you write about yourself, your work, and how you want to be talked to. Raycast will remember all of that and have that base on all conversations. And there's automatic memory, which Raycast builds for you as well. Every few hours, it's going to take your recent chats and fetch relevant information from them to build a picture of you. This is built for you, but you can modify it at any point by telling it to remember something mid-chat. I personally love having memory in Raycast AI, and it has completely improved the whole chat experience. But this is completely optional, and you can turn it off in settings at any point if you want. Raycast AI now deals much better with longer conversations. Every model has a fixed context window. Working on the same chat for a long time will eventually overload it with information. That's just how the existing models work in general, and it's a limitation everyone has to deal with, at least for now. So instead of cutting you off or silently forgetting things that you said, Raycast will automatically summarize earlier parts of the conversation in the background so that you can keep going. We also handle attachments in a similar way. They're saved to a file and the model is only given the part it needs in order to make the chat more performant. Much like with skills, the chat can also use tools and extensions. This has been there for a while, so think web search, image generation, using the terminal, getting info from your Raycast extensions, and a lot more. But the new thing is tools can now be auto-loaded. Before, you had to mention them to kind of tell the AI the capabilities it should have in that specific session. Now, it will be smart and just figure it out by itself. You can still enforce it by mentioning any tool though. Now, because this is something that AI can decide, you have to authorize it, and you can choose to do it every time a tool is called or always allow. Honestly, I can't live without always allow, but I won't judge you if you prefer to press that confirm button multiple times a day. If you feel like you've given too much permission though, you can always revoke it in settings. If you still haven't made the connection yet, this all means that chat in Raycast AI can basically do things for you now. You can pretty much be a fully functioning coding agent too, when paired with a terminal extension that you don't even have to mention. You can use it to create websites, work on apps, or even just work with your files. One really cool thing that this unlocks is that you can basically now create an entire Raycast extension in Raycast now. If you think of something you need for your workflow that you still couldn't find in our extension store, you can literally just ask Raycast AI and it will build it for you. We gotta make a video just about this because I think this is huge. But let me know in the comments if you already knew that Raycast AI Chat could do this. For pro users, all of your conversations can be synced with iOS and Windows, even when some tools don't work on all devices. Like, say you were creating an extension like I just mentioned, and then you open your chat on your phone. Even then, you can still read the chat and talk to it on the go, to then continue later on your desktop. And last but not least, Raycast AI Chat is built to be a keyboard-first experience, much like the rest of Raycast. This means everything I mentioned is designed to be easily done without ever touching the mouse. You can switch between models and reasoning efforts and agents with a slash and @mention tools in the chat, but also perform dozens of actions by firing the command palette with Command or Control K, like branching a chat, for example, to go on a tangent, or enabling always on top for a floating window experience. I love keyboard shortcuts and memorizing the things I do all the time, but it's so nice to just be able to search for those commands like this too. And one more thing, we've also just released Screen Awareness, which lets you very easily take a snapshot of your window and send all of that information directly to Raycast AI as context. We made a dedicated video about this one, so make sure to check it out. I hope I have convinced you to try Raycast AI, or at least give it another chance if you haven't tried it for a while. I feel like a lot of people still don't know it can do all of these things. So make sure to spread the word as well, because honestly, being able to do all of these things and have access to all of the models in a single subscription is really a no-brainer. And for more news and tips about Raycast, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Cheers.